What's up, guys? Today we're talking about intermittent fasting, why it works, how it works, and how you can start right after the video. Alright guys, so intermittent fasting, I repeat it, well again, is not a diet. It's just an eating pattern. So I repeat, it's not a diet. To put it simply, intermittent fasting, all it really is you skipping breakfast and not eating late at night. Yeah. Alright, video done. No, where you going? We're not done. How does intermittent fasting actually work? Well, in our bodies, we have two main sources of energy. We have glycogen and fat. And if you want a better analogy of how it actually works, think of glycogen like the money you have in your wallet. And think of the fat like the money you have in your bank. Now, when it comes to the money in your wallet, it's very easily accessible. We take that money in and out all the time, but because we take it in and out, we're constantly refueling it, we never really touch the money in the bank or your fat, right? But what happens when our wallets get empty? We get hungry, we get really anxious, we actually try to refill that wallet a little more often and over again. But what happens when we do that? We never actually delve into that bank account. We never go into the bank account and take that money out. Because we never take that money out, we actually never use our fat stores. We never actually touch them because we're always refueling ourselves with glycogen or sugar in a sense.
Okay, so part of intermittent fasting, guys, the most ideal time is the workout time, and that has to be done within your fasting period, so before you eat. So it has to be done within the 16 hours of fasting. Reason being is just like Andy said, that's the best time for you to really tap into the fat and use it as fuel. Although you have to work out within your fasting period, it's not the most ideal time for everybody. Because I know a lot of people have 9-to-5 jobs. It's hard to keep it to a flexible schedule, right? So it's recommended that you work out in your fasting period, but you don't have to do that. It's just better because that's the most optimal time for you to tap into the fat storage. For me personally, I do 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. for my 8-hour feeding window. It's most ideal to work out in the fasting period. It's not the end of the world if you really can't because of our jobs and daily lives. So do what you can, do what works for you. So long as you're getting 16 hours of a fasting window and an 8-hour feeding window, you should be fine.
So you've heard it before. You have to eat 6 meals a day in order to keep your metabolism up. You have to eat this many times a day. Well, I'm here to tell you, that bitch is lying. When it comes to eating 6 meals a day, that's a myth. There's no such thing as keeping your metabolism up. In fact, it's keeps it about the same actually, whether you eat 3 meals a day or 6 meals a day. Most of the time, these food myths come from companies that try to sell you more food, more snacks. And if you look at it, when did obesity start rising? When we started snacking a little more.
So the real question is, can I eat whatever I want? No, you can't. I mean, if you're seriously asking this, then you're just looking for an easy way out. Like we were saying before, intermittent fasting is an eating pattern, right? So there's no secret formula, there's no magic behind it or whatever. It's just, it only works if you work. So you have to remember to keep things in moderation, right? Yes, intermittent fasting does allow flexibility to your diet, but you have to remember to keep everything in moderation. It's you shouldn't take it as a way to eat whatever the hell you want, because that's just not how it works.
So, how do you start? Well, you can start right after the video actually. So for intermittent fasting, the hours that you're doing, it's really dependent on you. But most of the time, what you're really looking for is an 8-hour feeding window with a 16-hour fasting window. And that equates to about 24 hours. Now, depending on what your schedule is like, it may differ a little bit for everybody. Personally, for me, when I started out, I did 12 to 8. It may be a little bit for everyone. People can do 1 to 9, or you can do 11 to 7. Really depends on your schedule. But in order to start even today, I would say by the time you finish just watching the video, depending on where you are, I would say you can start, let's say 8 p.m. tonight, 10 p.m. tonight, and then stop eating once you hit that time. Then you can kind of go for 16 hours depending on when you stop eating and then when you want to start eating again. Again, intermittent fasting has to be a gradual process for some people. A lot of people can jump right into it, but some people need a little more time to jump in. So take your time with it. Intermittent fasting does work from our experience, but take it for your own and see how it works.
What's up, guys? So we hope you enjoyed the video. Hope it was somewhat educational, and maybe you guys can start intermittent fasting yourselves. It's honestly, it's worked for us.
Yeah.
I think we can say that much. I mean, I've lost like over 20-30 pounds in 6 months or less.
There's been a lot of result from it. Again, a lot of people tried it. A lot of people we know have tried it, and it works well for them. Do what feels best for you, and yeah, that's
So we hope you enjoyed the video. Again, comment, share, like, subscribe.
Let us know how intermittent fasting works for you, or if it doesn't work for you,
Comment
drop
below.
a comments.
And if you have any suggestions on nutritional stuff, let us know and we'll get back to you guys.
Yeah, and that's the video. So we will see you guys next time.
That works.
You didn't turn off yet, did you?
No, I didn't.
I knew it.